From Hendrix to Macklemore, Pearl Jam to Nirvana, Seattle is a certifiable music city. A brand new book by authors Eva Walker and Jacob Uitti is called The Sound of Seattle, and it tells the story of 101 influential songs that helped shape our city, and they join me now. This is such a cool venture, and both of you are musicians, and first of all, you co-founded the rock band The Black Tones with
That's
your
right.
brother.
Yeah.
Jacob, you're a music journalist.
Yes.
And wait, is today your 4th wedding anniversary?
Yes, it is.
And it's their 4th wedding anniversary today. Congratulations. And you met like kind of in that music scene, right?
Oh, we definitely met through the music scene.
Here's a great picture of you. What are y'all doing there? You're jamming?
Yes, we are.
Look it up.
Oh my gosh, I can't remember what show that is. But yeah.
Well, and you definitely made beautiful music together because like we have someone to show here. It's such a cutie pie. This is Grandma holding Hendrix, your baby.
Yes,
little-
we named her Hendrix.
Oh, she's so and she's sleeping through all of us talking loudly, which means she's definitely a musician's daughter, right? Well, congratulations
Thank
on all
you.
these wonderful things. Let's talk about the book. How did it come about?
Well, Seattle is very rich in music history. We hear a lot about Hendrix and we hear a lot about the grunge scene, which is fine. Those are great contributions to American music and music in general. But as a radio DJ also, I've just been able to explore so much more music in our city. And actually my husband approached me with the idea of writing this book.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and there's so much to the city and to the city's history, from jazz to Ray Charles, Bing Crosby, Hart. You know, that's not
Country
just
music.
grunge.
Yeah, country.
Loretta Lynn wrote her first song in the Seattle area.
I did not know that. See?
Yeah, Willie Nelson was around the Seattle area as well. So it just felt, with all of our knowledge put together, we could write a book like this, and it would be worthwhile to tell sort of a rich story.
And that's what I said when I looked at it. I'm like, this is so rich, because it's not just the music, it's the music venues, because that's a huge part of it. There's also essays. Nancy Wilson has an essay. She called Seattle America's Liverpool, basically.
Yep.
But Sir Mix-a-Lot, Mike McCready, this is incredible. Tell us about that.
Yeah, he wrote the foreword on the book. He's actually been a dear friend of ours, and it was just amazing to have him contribute.
He's a huge
to
champion
this.
of Seattle music.
He very much so is.
He brings bands up. He's got his own record label, and so it's like he's the perfect person to write the foreword.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, and we need more people like that with their own record label.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't get me started. Let's talk about the book. It takes you along Seattle's music evolution. Kind of describe what people are going to read about.
So it starts as far back as the 1940s with Bing Crosby, which he had the most famous hit then, which was White Christmas.
I think it's still the best-selling song of all time.
Yeah,
White
right,
Christmas,
yeah. And it goes all the way to 2003 with Casa Overall, who's an amazing musician based out of Seattle and New York. And basically what we wanted to do was make the book both entertaining and educational. So you're going to see, when I say educational, you're going to see groups in there that maybe you haven't heard of or be introduced to yet, but entertaining because you're going to see, Nirvana, the popular ones that you like. But we wanted to incorporate other people who have contributed to the Seattle history. Like, a lot of people don't know the Emerald Street Boys, which was a big influence on Sir Mix-a-Lot in hip hop music, right? And Sir Mix-a-Lot's mentioned in a lot of books, but he's even told me, like, Eva, people think I did it first. The Emerald Street Boys did it first. And then there's Vitamin D, who's a big contributor to Seattle hip hop. And then jazz, we have Ernestine Anderson, we have Dave Lewis. A lot of people don't know the organist Dave Lewis, and some people do. Deem Sudakawa, Japanese pianist as well, that I grew up listening to. So it's very educational, and because we wanted to make it educational, we had to kind of take out some of your favorites that,
That's okay.
We kind of had, we're going to hear a lot of like, how come so-and-so's not in there?
No, you're not going to hear that, because we already know that. You are introducing us. By the way, can you tell she's a DJ? She's super passionate. And that's actually one of the things I have to say I love about KEXP is I do hear music that I've never heard of before, and what you all do is amazing. Support KEXP. They didn't ask me to make that plug. I'm making it on my own because it is incredible music. All right, we've got about a minute left, and I have so many things to ask you. You know, the 2000s artists have such a range too, like from rock to rap to experimental jazz. What do you overall hope that people see, and what do you think's next for the Seattle music scene?
That's a great question.
I think it's really interesting that we see jazz, we see all these genres over the years, and now the 2000s sort of encapsulates all of those genres together. Like Casa Overall is this neo-experimental jazz artist. There's Aaron Jones, who's had 3 or 4 #1 singles, and he's a rocker he's a friend of ours. There's Travis Thompson, who has been with Macklemore and other sort of hip-hop outlets. So you see the 2000s sort of encapsulating the whole history of Seattle, and that just showed up, and we just realized that, as we're doing the book. And so
I hope what it does is that it keeps inspiring people to make all kinds of music and not to limit themselves to thinking like, we can only produce grunge here. I love grunge, but that's not all we can do here.
We got so much.
And I want Hendrix to be able to,
if she decides to be a musician, to be able to make whatever music she wants and doesn't think she has to go to a rock town or a hip hop town. She can do whatever she wants in Seattle because of this book.
I love this. Hi, Bunny. Oh, it's so bright lights. I know how I feel that way every morning. But you're actually more ready for it than I am. True performer right here. Well, thank you so much. My hope for this is somehow they do a docu-series based on your book.
Ooh.
That would be fun.
We're available.
All right. Well, thank you both so much. Thank you, Hendrix. We love you. Oh.